Hey, what is up, guys? I am here to give you guys a video on, it's actually called WWE Live Review, because that's really what the event was called, for September 14th, 2014. I missed 15 minutes of the event because we took the train in, me and my friend drove into Braintree. He was driving, and then, first my sister was driving. And then the train takes like a while to get there. We kind of didn't really know how to use the train, so it was like our first time taking the train into Boston. And I'd taken it before, but I never had to figure it out. Usually I was always with someone that knew how to do it, so we were like in a slump, and it gets worse later on. And then once we got to the event, we missed a couple matches. Cesaro defeated Mark Henry in our seats. I still have my ticket, actually. No. My seat was in row AA. Seat 5, and we were in section 141. So we actually had decent seats. I was in seat 5, he was in seat 6, but it really didn't matter because we both were sitting together. So I sat in his seat, he sat in my seat. And then what ended up happening is we showed up late. We were like 15 minutes late, so we missed a couple matches already, which was fine. It was like matches you didn't want to see. I was disappointed though I didn't get to see Cesaro, but I've seen Cesaro before. I'll probably see him again. And he's not really in a big storyline right now. But I missed Heath Slater losing the matches. This is what the fan told me. And then we got to the actual event. We saw Natalya face Paige in a 2 out of 3 falls match for the Divas title. Paige was defending the championship. This was a good match, back and forth. Paige got the first fall when she hit a big boot on the outside, and Natalya got counted out. And then Natalya got the second fall when she hit locked in the sharpshooter. And this was actually a good match. Natalya was doing like better butterfly suplexes, German suplexes. She was doing good stuff. And I was talking to one of the fans, and he said that the house shows are better. The Diva matches are better on the house shows than they are on like a Raw or a SmackDown. And this looking at this match, that's the complete truth. But then they kept going back and forth. Paige actually ended up locking in the Paige turner on Natalya, and she kicked out, which was awesome. You never really see a Diva kick out of their finisher. I think Paige got the sharpshooter in, and she got the ropes. Paige got the sharpshooter in on Natalya, and Natalya got the ropes. And then Natalya got like slingshotted into the turnbuckle and got rolled up, and Paige got the win and retained her title, and she walked off with the victory afterwards. And then we got Kofi Kingston and Big E with Xavier Woods at ringside. So I guess that whole group that they informed only does house shows. I don't really know why. And they're a face team, which is kind of strange because the way Xavier Woods was talking on main event, how they shouldn't like kiss up to the fans and stuff, and all that kind of sounded like heelish stuff. But it really, nothing that happens on the house shows really means anything. But they fought Stardust and Goldust. This match actually was pretty good. Stardust beat Big E when he spit Stardust in his face and hit the Dark Magic for the win, so Stardust and Goldust got the win. And then we got Seth Rollins versus Chris Jericho. This was a good match. Chris Jericho ended up cutting a promo because we were chanting like Seth Rollins sold out. And he's like, I believe the fans are chanting that you sold out, and we were also chanting Y2J. So we cheered that too. So he said that. But the match was really good. Back and forth. Seth Rollins hit the Insiguri. He went for the curve stomp off the top, but then Chris Jericho counted into a drop kick. Chris Jericho got the walls of Jericho in, but Seth Rollins got the ropes. It was good back and forth action, and then Seth Rollins wins when he thumbs Jericho on the eye and hits the curb stomp for the win. And then afterwards, Seth Rollins tries to attack him with the briefcase, And then Jericho ducks and hits a cold breaker on him. I actually thought Roman Reigns was coming out, so there was no Roman Reigns, by the way, on the show. But he didn't come out. And then, trying to remember what else. Oh, and then it went to intermission, and then I got these shirts. I went to the merchandise, which took forever to sign, because I was in, like, a part of the garden where I'd never been before. And I got this shirt. The WWE Live shirt, and you can see there's Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, Daniel Bryan, John Cena, Triple H, Randy Orton, and Seth Rollins on the top. On the bottom, I'm trying to wow, I just hurt my back. Wow. Then you can see, like, though, on the bottom, trying to get it out, you see Luke Harper, and then you see the Wyatt family, Eric Rowan, Bray Wyatt, and Luke Harper, Sin Cara, Cesaro, trying to, like, position it for you. What else do you see? Yeah, you can also see Paige, Kofi Kingston, Sheamus, Brock Lesnar, Big E, Dolph Ziggler, The Miz, and then you see the Usos, Jamie and Jay, the tag champs, the Bella twins, whose faces look really awkward. They don't even look like the other faces. AJ Lee, it doesn't even look like her, and then Jack Swagger and Zeb Coulter. So yeah, this is a good shirt, and then it has on the back, I was there live, and it shows all, like, the live events that had happened. It starts from July 1st, and it goes all the way to November 30th. So those are all the live events. And then I got this shirt. Eat, sleep, conquer, John Cena. It usually says streak, but this time it says John Cena. And on the back, it says Paul Heyman guy, but it has the guy crossed out and says Beast, because this is a Brock Lesnar t-shirt. And then we go back to intermission. We had a match between Adrian Neville. It was Adrian Neville defending his NXT Championship against Tyler Breeze. We were getting this stuff, and we were waiting in line, and we were like the next in line, so we didn't want to come back. So we missed it, and then but we saw, like, Adrian Neville hit the red arrow on Tyler Breeze for the win. I will say this, that I'm glad they're giving the NXT superstars some time to show who they are in the live events, so that way maybe when they get brought up to the main roster, some of the people that have seen them can say, oh, hey, I saw this guy, because it was actually a good example, like, with, when I went to, Cohasset, in the music circus, I saw Ricky the Dragon Steamboat fight Drew McIntyre, and Drew McIntyre hadn't made his debut yet, and then eventually he, later on, he went up to the main roster, and I only knew who he was, so it was like, wow. So yeah, it was good. That's good stuff. Because it gets the fans, like, familiar with these NXT superstars, and it gets the NXT superstars familiar of traveling. So I think that's good stuff. And then we got a 6-man tag team match between the Wyatt family, versus Big Show and the Usos. This match was fine. Bray Wyatt did end up doing his exorcism watch, which I missed taking the picture of. But this match was fine. It wasn't like anything special, but it wasn't anything great or wasn't like bad or anything. Big Show beats Luke Harper with a knockout punch. I should mention too that Luke Harper was wearing an eye patch on his eye the whole match, and he might be covering up a black eye or something. We don't know. Then afterwards, the Titantron kind of like wasn't working. Like, this is the picture that it this is what it looked like. I'll show you a picture of it. It's on I'm gonna put this on Facebook, but you guys got to see this. This is what the Titantron looked like. By the way, there was no commentators too. I can't really see it on the camera, but I'll show you. You'll see it on Facebook. But yeah, so yeah, then we got the main event: John Cena versus Corporate Kane in a street fight. This match was fine. Everyone actually was a John Cena fan. There was no John Cena haters. People saying John Cena sucks, and like the tone of his theme song, like they were when I went to Money in the Bank. This match was a good. It started out with both men grabbing chairs, and they tried to hit each other with it, but it didn't work out. They ended up hitting the chairs themselves. And then afterwards, Kane got the upper hand on Cena for like a while. Cena ended up fighting back. He threw Kane into the steps. Kane suplex Cena onto the stage. Kane hit Cena with the steps. Cena grabbed a table, and Kane attacked him from behind, and Kane tried to chokeslam. Cena tried to FU Kane through the table, but Kane ended up moving the table before it happened, and Kane hit a DDT on him, and he didn't get the pinfall. Kane went through a table that was set up in the corner, and then afterwards, Kane chokeslammed Cena, but he kicked out. And then he tried to win it in one table, but the legs were broken, so he couldn't set it up, so he had to win it in another table. And then Kane tried to chokeslam Cena, but Cena hit the FU through the table and got the win. Afterwards, he talked about how he loves being in Boston, and then he said, see you in January. So they're probably going to come to Boston in January now, which is good. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Good show. From what I saw of it, anyways. I at least got to see the main events, like the Wyatt family versus Big Show and the Usos, Chris Jericho versus Seth Rollins, and Cena and Kane, which was a predictable match, but it was fine. Match of the night for me was Chris Jericho versus Seth Rollins. The worst would probably be, I guess, the tag match. That's the only match I guess I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it as much as the others. But that's pretty much it, guys. Subscribe, and all I have to say is, oh crap, hold on. Yeah, but that was a good show. You can subscribe to other channels. It won't let me get out of this and what's going on? Alright, peace out.